Let's go over to Hong Kong, where Joshua Crabb is standing by. He's the Senior Portfolio Manager at Robeco, and he's with us this morning. Joshua, thanks very much indeed for being with us. Your thoughts on the industrial situation in China? I mean, we've been talking about the US economy all this time. Let's have a look at what your thoughts are on what's happening in China. The GDP growth situation, the industrial situation, and also policy situation in response.
Yeah, so I think, clearly, with some of the lockdowns going on and the fact that China came out a bit earlier, we are seeing a bit of a slowdown occurring, in that market. And, we should expect the data to continue to remain to be, I think, volatile for a period of time. That being said, we have seen very, very strong exports, and we see an environment with quite high real rates in China. So that has seen the currency, continue to be strong, which has occurred even within a strong US dollar environment. So clearly, that rate differential, the real rate differential may start to change a little bit. But as long as we still see those strong exports coming through, there's no reason why the yuan can't stay strong. Now, whether that continues to strengthen against the US dollar, I think it's a more difficult question with that real rate differential. So it may slow down, but there's no reason to see a substantial weakening.
And do you think the policy positions right now and the reactions that have been going on and the way that Beijing and the PBOC are playing this situation is appropriate, I suppose? I mean, how does it make you feel in terms of your projections?
Yeah, so I think there's two aspects to consider here. One is there's the one that is a little bit more difficult to to assess, which is what is happening with COVID, because clearly this one is a little bit more virulent and what that's going to mean. So that one's a little bit more difficult for people to get their head around, and we're just going to have to continue to watch. In terms of the response to the weakening economy, which is a slow and moderate easing, I think so far they've highlighted areas where they don't want to see speculation like property, and they've managed to avoid that. So I guess so far, we've seen, a pretty moderate response. The exports continue to be strong, but we would expect there to be, like at the margin, select easing going forward to offset some of this weakness in the economy.